What's up YouTube, Brownie here, coming to you with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at some fights with Dark Seal 35. This was quite the challenge, actually. I had quite a few attempts to do to get this done and beaten, but we got it done, and I want to show you the team that I used and why I chose the heroes that I chose and the artifacts and everything. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look. Hop into formations, and I put all the heroes in that and how I ran them so you guys could take a look. Obviously Mockman was my big damage dealer. I'm pretty sure you could do this same team and run Aspen as the big damage dealer. You just have to change the positioning a little bit for him. And but yeah, the two main heroes on this, or the two main heroes on this team were the two carries up front. The fact that they could dodge as much as they do is just, it's insane. It's such a huge survivability boost to this team. I don't really know what else to compare it to, honestly. They can just tank so many hits. So if you have good RNG with the carries dodging, your whole back row basically doesn't get touched round one. They will get horrified and CC'd, but if you're running energy artifacts on them, that's not a big deal. And that's one of the other points I want to bring up. So the carries, I ran crowns on them. They don't need to have energy. But the carries, I put crowns on them just so they could be that much tankier. Hopefully maybe tank one extra hit or two. The 10-star obviously wasn't really going to help her much, but the E5, maybe it did, but they both did a great job. Anyway, but them dodging so much allows Amun-Ra to survive, and this Amun-Ra is super weak. She had no business being in that fight, to be honest, with how weak she is. But I threw a Demon Bell on her so that when she gets horrified, she can still do an active, and as long as the carries dodged enough, she would do her active and give my whole team bubbles, which adds a huge amount of survivability to your team also. The next thing is Elena, and I ran her with the elusive mirror, actually, and that's because like I said, your whole team's going to get horrified round one. It's just going to happen. Maybe one or two of your heroes doesn't, but it's so rare that they don't, that I just do not recommend running a non-energy artifact for these heroes, that it's very important that they get their skills off. So I ran the mirror on Elena because it's going to give me all the damage dealt, and then also, you know, the CC offset, but also a little bit of energy feed, and it also will allow her to get her active, and that will give my whole back row dodge layers, plus depending on the trick she has out, it could give me more offensive stats or more defense. And it's an all-around good strategy to take. So the carries dodge, the back row survives, Mockman goes and does his big active. Hopefully he kills the boss and a minion at the very least, and then it's Elena's turn. She will do her active and give my whole team dodge layers, plus, you know, whatever her trick was that I just mentioned before. And then Aspen will go, maybe he'll get a fear off, and plus when Mockman gets a kill, Aspen puts fears out. Show you that. Is it this skill? No, it's this one. Yeah, whenever an enemy dies, increases self-crit damage, blah, 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 and has a 80% chance to inflict Fear Abyssal Gaze on all enemies. So when you get that kill, when Mockman gets those kills, you're going to get some fears put out on the enemies, and that's going to be a huge help also. Then Amun-Ra's going to go. She's going to put her bubbles out, give you guys more survivability, and then it's round two. And the enemy is going to have actives, some of them, but since the boss is gone and possibly another minion, you're not going to have to deal with too many hits. And if they are doing actives and you are CC'd, Elena's going to free you, and hopefully she frees the Mockman if no one else has hasn't died. A lot of times it's just you and the mockman and Elena out there. But the she'll free you, and mockman, can hopefully do his thing, and the rest of your team will just, do what they're supposed to do, and the RNG all works out. So that's basically the way this team works. Hopefully I hit all the points that I wanted to, and hopefully this was helpful. But let's go ahead, hop in, and check out some fights so you can see it all in action. Oh, one more thing I almost forgot I wanted to talk about was Mockman's enables and his imprints. So I ran Balanced Strike on him because you need to kill the boss round 1, and you're not going to do that unless you have Balanced Strike. And hopefully you're killing a minion or two also. And then everything else I went as offensive as I could, but you need to run Control Purify, because as much as Elena does remove control effects, you need this also. Now, the other thing, the imprints, I ran damage reduction, holy damage, and crit damage. And I was going to run crit damage, but I only needed to use Mockman's core to get that extra crit, and that was enough. So I chose holy damage and crit damage. And that's about it for how I ran Mockman. And that's I just wanted to let you guys know that before we start start showing you these fights. But yeah, let's hop in, check those out, and see you in a sec. Okay, so here we are, Seal Land 35. Let's go get it. I put Drake in here for the first few fights, and these are 10-star carries. You'll see how bad that is to have 10-star carries. But you'll see the hero or the enemy that has defense down doesn't really take much more damage than the other heroes or the other enemies that are out there. So yeah, I don't know. Drake's just not. Well, he wasn't for me. He didn't do what I hoped. See, the one that's defense down didn't die, but the other one did. So yeah, as you can see, the carries are just getting demolished as a 10-star, and that's why you really need to have them E5 and with not balance strike, with unbending will, just so they can eat that many more attacks. Here we killed the boss, and we lost Elena, and that's because Amun-Ra wasn't there to provide bubbles for her to survive. And yeah, that's one of the examples as to why we want to run Amun-Ra instead of Drake. So let's see. Are these still the 10-star carry? No. Okay, now we have the E5 carries, or one E5 carry. Ooh, there's a big active from Mockman. And as you can see, the carries are still eating a lot of the attacks, allowing the back row to survive. Mockman just needs to get a nice active off, and we could win this one. Let's see if and it doesn't happen. So now we're kind of losing the carries here. Yeah, let's see. As soon as we lost the carries, Elena went down, and Mockman switched stance. So yeah, that run went to crap. Let's see. Okay, now we have the Amun-Ra's in. The Amun-Ra got petrified, so we didn't get bubbles from her this round. I wonder if I don't know if I have an example where she even does bubbles. And the one we win, she actually dies before she does anything. So technically, you don't even need her. It raises the RNG significantly. Okay, there we go. There's a big old active for Mockman. And since we didn't get the Amun-Ra bubbles, Elena's probably going to die soon. Yeah, we lost both of them. But we get an active from Mockman, and it takes out 2 of them. So we only have 1 left. And yeah, he should definitely be able to finish this out, because carries are just sitting there taking the hits for him. And there we go. We took him down. So yeah, that was the team in action. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I had a lot of fun trying it. It took a lot of attempts. There's a lot of different things that mess with the RNG in this fight, but There's other ways. There's a lot of ways you can win too, and I'm pretty sure Aspen could do this just as well as Mockman. I just don't have him to be able to try. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.